Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel, Maths with Ease by Mr. Kamotho. This video, I want to explain a question that is in exercise 1 star, specifically question number 8 of number 6. And the question is still talking about proportions. And we are saying that the resistance R ohms of some wire is directly proportional to its length. The resistance R ohms is directly proportional to the length of the wire in millimeters. A piece of wire 600 millimeters long has a resistance. Okay, these are some details that we have to talk about resistance and length. We have some information, and because a piece of wire which is 600 mm has a resistance of 2.1 ohms. 2.1 ohms. At least now with that information, we can even be able to calculate the constants of proportionality. Before anything else, we have to write R in terms of L as an equation by introducing K, which is the constant of proportionality, which means R is equals to KL. And it is now with these details, we can be able to find the value of K, because R is a variable, it keeps changing as length changes. So the resistance, when the resistance is 2.1, is equals to K 600. We will work with 600 because we have been given this value in the question. So for the value of K, we divide both sides by 600. 2.1 divided by 600, and you easily find K to be 2.1 divided by 600 is 0.0035. 0.0035. This is 0.0035. If that is true, then we can talk of now answering the questions, because the relationship between R and L is now clear. We have R is equals to 0.0035 L. Let us go to the first question. Find the resistance of a 1.5 meter length of wire. Remember, these are meters and we have worked with millimeters. So by all means, we have to establish how many millimeters are in 1.5 meters. So before we can do anything else, let us just do that. We know in 1.5 meters, to make this 1 centimeters, we multiply by 100. So 150 centimeters. To make these centimeters, millimeters, centimeters, we multiply by 10. We have 1500 millimeters. So in other words, 1.5 meters is equivalent to 1500 millimeters. And this is what we are going to work with. So part A of the question, find the resistance of a 1.5 meter length of this wire. So the resistance is equals to 0.0035 multiplied by the length in millimeters, which is 1500. And there we are. So times 1500. And you find that the resistance is 5.25 ohms. The resistance is 5.25 ohms. That is the answer to part A of the question. That is part A. Part B, we are asked find the formula connecting R and L. And the formula connecting R and L is just this. It's here already. It is here already. So this is the answer to part B of the question, because we have found K, which is 0.0035, and R is a variable, L is a variable, so that is the answer to part B. Find the formula connecting R and L. So part C, we go to part C. Let's go to part C. Part C, Thomas needs to make a 7.7 ohms resistor. How many meters of wire does she need? In this case, we have 7.7. We don't have the length, but the formula is here. So we have 7.7 is equals to 0.0035 length, L. But remember, L is still in terms of millimeters. We shall convert it later. So divide both sides by 0.0035, and we find this cancel out, and L is, we have 7.7 divided by 0.0035, which is basically 2,200, which is 2,200, but this is millimeters. But the question is how many meters? To make millimeters centimeters, we divide by 10. To make centimeters meters, we divide by 1,000. So we know very well 1 meter is equivalent to 1,000 millimeters. That we know. At least we know that fact. So it follows that 2,200 millimeters, 2,200 millimeters divided by 1,000 is simply 2.2 meters. And that is the answer to part C of the question. Thank you, and let us meet in the next video.